What's going on, y'all? Welcome back inside the shop. Beautiful Sunday afternoon here in North Carolina. I know it's been a while since I posted. Lots of updates, lots of big things going on. We did get a little damage from Ian. Not too bad. Definitely nowhere near what those guys in Florida got. And, you know, obviously prayers to the people in Florida. But lots of updates. So this is going to be a lot of talking in this video, a couple starts, but you know, I haven't done a talking video in a while, so I guess hopefully you guys will forgive me. You know how much I despise straight up talking videos. Anyway, let's start out oldest update to newest update. So, you guys remember Mater, my 98 Foreman 450. Well, it looks a little different than you remember. Now, let's start with the obvious, that sticking out, you know, up there. That is not an N2D snorkel. This is a Triangle ATV snorkel. Now, some of you are like, the hell did you pay money for a snorkel kit for a Honda Foreman? Well, because of how clean this bike is, I wanted a really clean snorkel install. And let me tell you, it is a really clean snorkel install. I'll run you through it. Obviously, everybody and their brother posts the PVC snorkels, which is fine. That's what Stickers has, and that's fine. So, Triangle ATV snorkel kit runs about $120 on Amazon or triangleatv.com, wherever the hell I got it from. But it's really clean, super easy install. You gotta do a little cutting, but it's really not bad. So obviously you remove the factory intake and you run your own. Obviously, I'm not quite done yet. I still need to put some, you know, silicone or something right there. But it's very clean, runs right along the side, comes right behind the shock, and goes straight up. All right, so super clean install. And then it comes with this nice bracket here. So, you know, your snorkel, I can move the whole bike with the snorkel. So, you know, whereas like unlike Stickers, if you pull hard enough on Stickers snorkel, you're gonna take the front plastics off with you. We're trying to avoid that with the Foreman. And it's tested, the snorkel works. The one thing I didn't do was on my carburetor, think about it, make sure you plug all of your vent lines with something. Now, obviously, I could go buy some vent line and run all those vents up there. Is that the right way to do it? Yes. Do I want to? No. So I'm just gonna leave them plugged. If I have problems with them, then I'll do it the right way and I'll run a vent line all the way up to the snorkel, which this snorkel, guys, is really cool. Check this out. So you see right here, there's like little knobs. Well, that's where all your vent lines go into. So why I say it's a really clean install, you don't have like 17 vent lines running up to the top of the snorkel. These vent right into the snorkel. Now, there's a catch with that. If one comes off while you're in water, what's gonna happen? All right back in your airbox. So I'm not so sure if I like that or not, but I mean, we went and rode 8 hours at Deep Creek with those snorkel lines like that, and I was in water half the time, and I never got water in the snorkel. However, the cool part about it is, let's say for instance I did get water in the snorkel. Check. So at the bottom of the snorkel, this right here drains water, right? This little petcock that drains water. So, you know, worst case scenario, you get water in that snorkel and you know you got water in that snorkel. It's gonna go down, it's gonna sit in that little valley at the bottom of the snorkel. So you get out of the hole, pop the little petcock, drain the water out, tighten it back up, and keep on sending it. So that's really the update for Foreman. So from a distance, I mean, it looks pretty daggone cool. You know, you creep up on it and you can see, you know, some paint and whatnot. But, you know, from like 10 feet away, it's pretty daggone clean. And I am for budget-friendly 30s or 29.5s. budget friendly is not really budget friendly right now on the ATV Facebook marketplace and whatnot. So I'm just going to do the really budget friendly thing and just keep what I got because they're like brand freaking new. Screw it. So anyway, moving on to the next update. 2019 Yamaha Kodiak. All it had when I sold it to my buddy was the 30s and a 3-inch lift. Now it actually has the In2 Deep Rad Relocate kit as well as the In2 Deep snorkel kit. It comes in this combo with the color matched mesh for the Rad kit. Now, we did this one battling power outages and trees falling in my yard during Ian in my garage, but it really wasn't that bad. It took us about 3.5 hours, 2 beers an hour, and excuse me, 2 cold snacks an hour, definitely not beers. And we got it done, and it's a really clean install. Yamaha does it the right way. You got 2 vent lines, one for the crankcase that runs up here and one for the belt box that runs up here. All you do is take the provided hoses that are huge like spa hoses, and you run them to there. The hardest part of this whole thing, to be completely honest with you, was the airbox, because we decided we wanted to keep the factory storage bin. So we had to cut a hole in the back of the airbox to run this through. I think we pulled this out about 17 times before we finally figured out the right way to do it. So, but it's done. We still have the storage box. We can still keep trash and stuff in there because I'm a huge opponent of leaving trash on trails. I despise it. When I see guys throw beer cans like off in the woods, I'll get off my fucking bike and go get them and put them in the back of the general. I hate it. I hate trash on trails. Anyway, moving on. Coolest part about this, I think, is on the Rad Relocate. You can actually see your coolant flowing, so you'll know if you start getting really hot, because you'll see bubbles and stuff. But really, that is my favorite part. That is stock. We did not do that. So when you're going down the trail, these things aren't, flexing 17 different directions all over the place. They stay right solid where they are. And it's we for a really clean install, so there's very little cutting. So I'll show you. We cut this right here, pretty much perfect for how it needed to be. And then we had to cut right here on this red plastic. It's cut right about here to make clearance for the hoses coming up. And then of course the holes for the Rad hoses going through. But our goal was for when you're sitting here 10 feet away, look at the machine, it looks like it came from the factory just like that. That looks almost stock. The XMR Outlanders or Renegades, they come stock with the Rad Relocate, some of them. And of course the snorkels that come up to the top. We wanted to look very clean, very stock. I think we achieved that look. Now, like I said, that's a kit from In2 Deep. It's a combo kit, and we opted, of course, for the color matched mesh for the Rad Relocate. It's about $550 plus shipping, so $585, something like that for shipping. Got it in about a week and a half. The people at In2 Deep were super awesome. When we were checking on statuses, they got back to us really quick about where our stuff was. So awesome kit, great install, good people to deal with. Like I said, I think it maintained the stock look of the bike. We were not going for a water wheeling, blah, 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 blah. That's not the goal. This was for, oh shit, that hole was a hell of a lot deeper than we thought it was going to be. Thank God I had a snorkel. That's what it was designed for. We do not want to water wheelie this bike because we have not gone through yet and dielectric all of the plug. We haven't done that yet. That will happen at some point. We just kind of ran out of time. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. Kodiak is ready to rock. Did get the 2,500 pound winch on there with the little Bluetooth wireless controller in the dry box. So, like I said, now I have the Honda Mater has the Triangle ATV snorkel kit. Not too bad of an install. I prefer the In2 Deep one, really. So now that's done. It's ready to rock and roll. Kodiak's done. It's ready to rock and roll. Lastly, the machine. Stickers need a carburetor. Long story short, carburetor it had gone to crap. Basically because we decided to run it for like a year with no cover on the throttle body, on the throttle cable area of the carburetor. So it had just completely rotted the inside of the carburetor out. So I wanted an OE carburetor. I wanted to go Honda, but they're exactly as expensive as that Rad Relocate and Snooker Kit are. $500 on eBay for an OE Honda carburetor. No, no, never, ever, never, not. That's half the price of the bike. So, I did what I didn't want to do, and I went cheap. I bought some Chinese brand, Japanese brand maybe. It wasn't a Mikuni because I couldn't find a Mikuni. I mean, that could, but they were $500. But let me tell you something, guys. Check this out. So, you turn stickers on. Got my oil light there. Turn my gas on. I gotta put you down for this. Actually, I don't. Maybe I don't. No, I do. Now it actually sits there and idles. It does what it's supposed to do, and it will do that all day long. A month ago, it wouldn't idle for 10 seconds. Now it'll idle forever, just like that. So, install was super easy. I ran the same vent lines, had the cover, and now once it warms up, I mean, it's boop. You just even breathe on the start button and it kicks over and runs. So that's great news. Bad news is pretty positive. The clutches are on their way out. Starting to get a little sluggish, even with the 27% gear reduction. Getting a little sluggish. So that's fine. We're gonna run it until we can't. We'll put clutches in it, do it all over again. So that's it. That's the update on stickers. Stickers is locked, cocked, and ready to rock. I hate Fall Bash ended today, and I hate that I missed it. But I had to work yesterday. My buddy Jake's in, the north, and his wife's up there with him. It just, I wasn't gonna go by myself because that would just be, I mean, it'd been great, but just not worth it. So we're trying to set up a ride to go to Busco at some point, and the units, I mean, I don't know about you, but it looks like a pretty good lineup to me. I mean, Japanese, redneckery. That's very factory. And then lots of redneckery going on over there. So, I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys, a lot of subscriptions. But listen, guys, here's the nitty of it. Now, I ask for subscriptions every once in a while. If you guys want more content, better content, more builds, more bikes, you got to subscribe. You got to. That's the only way I can do it. I have bills to pay. Oh, I did. I thought it was funny as hell. Someone commented on the Can-Am video, the very first one, where I cut the bumper off, and he was like, I work a 9 to 5, but I just cut up a $700 bumper. Listen, that was the ugliest bumper I have ever seen. So I don't 700 bumper. I don't care. It had to go. Disgusting. Could I have sold it? Maybe, but it was impossible to take off. And there was just not enough room to get any kind of tool in there to take it off. So, sorry, I had to cut it up. But I had to go. And I think the XMR bumper just looked so much cleaner. So, but I'm pretty happy now. What I need from you guys is punch that subscribe button, please. We're at like 95% not subscribed. That's no bueno. I need y'all to subscribe to my channel, please. Doesn't cost you a thing. I don't do clickbait. I don't sell stickers. I give my stickers away. If you don't know what those are, look back a few videos. And I'm gonna try and make some new shirts here pretty soon, but I think you guys have like 10,000 subscribers to do the merch on your homepage, so I'm not there yet either. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If you like what you see, leave a like, comment, thumbs up, something. If you have questions about any of the things I've done to these machines, please, by all means, comment. I respond to almost every comment I get. If it needs a response, I will comment to it. You know, but stickers, like I said, stickers are gonna need clutches at some point. Kodiak is just ready to rock. I mean, look at it. That thing is beautiful. The 400, yeah, she's ready to play, I think. I'm wanting to go to Deep Creek today to test it. I just gotta find someone to ride with in case I get a little too effed up, you know, in the mud, in the water, whatever. So guys, like I said, all talking video, and you know I hate them, but I felt like you guys need an update as to why I hadn't posted in 40 days. Now you know why. I've been in the shop. Speaking of which, shop's closed in. I got one area to finish, but the shop is now pretty much fully enclosed. All I got left to do is run electricity. But guys, that was it. Pure talking video. I'm sure this won't get all that many views, but I felt like you guys deserved an update. So, update. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment. Share them. You know, let's get to 1,000 subscribers, and then I'll do 1,000 subscriber special, something, and maybe start getting some more builds and some more machines. We're looking to do a Can-Am at some point. We'll see. That's gonna do it, guys. Thanks so much for subscribing, watching my videos, commenting, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.